All right, guys, welcome back to the mountains. So hopefully you can hear me. It is raining, so put your earbuds in. Let's go to bed. Get that relaxation going. Make sure you all hydrating out there with copious amounts of caffeine. We don't hydrate with water around here. It's nicotine and caffeine only. All right. So it's not that I'm running out of ideas, but we're gonna do a shorter video today. Normally I do concepts and long-winded videos, kind of like a Paul Harrell-esque wannabe, I guess. But today it's much less that. I'm gonna try to make it quick, somewhat fast. It's a little bit different, change of pace. We're gonna be talking about an Olight, specifically the Odin Mini. That's what this is. This is literally, I got a hair tie, camo tape, and electric tape holding this on, and the pressure pad right up here. We are poor over here, and this channel is based around an extreme budget. So an Olight or a Streamlight or something of that variety. I heard about Army Tech flashlights. I'm waiting to get a hold of those, or at least one of them, to test that out. Eventually, it's coming down. It'll come down there eventually. But as I said, we're talking about this Odin Mini and my experience with it today. So let's just get this out of the water. I've never had it explode. I've had it get pretty hot sometimes, but everybody in the forums hates on Olight, says it's nothing but an IED, they explode. But from the research that I've done, the only Olights that actually catch on fire or explode had batteries in it that was above the voltage rating of the flashlight. People were slapping batteries at this thing, and other Olights were not supposed to take, and they were putting higher voltage batteries in there, which of course made it too hot, because this one and many other Olights actually have an automatic feature. When they start to get too hot, they'll dim themselves, so it's not putting out as much lumens and as much power, so it's not getting hot. It kind of cools itself off. Now, I'm not saying it completely cools itself off, but it's kind of like an anti-self-destruct, anti-IED feature. And this has always been a thing from the research that I've done. I was trying to get police departments, because Olight says they make flashlights for police and military use. I couldn't find any contracts out there, but I'm sure they exist. I mean, you look at a bunch of small departments, small departments use anything and everything they can get their hands on, and a lot of it is self-bought. So I would not doubt that many cops or security guards or correctional officers or military use this. I wouldn't say it's department issue, but I don't know. Like I said, it probably is, could be, I don't know. But we're not really here for that. We're not even really going to shoot it that much in this video. I'm just going to tell you my experience. So you see, it's piss pouring rain right now. This thing, let's see if we can get up close. See, I mean, it's got rain all up in this cap. It's not inside it, but I mean, it's pretty soaked right now. I'll even get this magnetic cap off. We can get a little bit wet. Cap is off. It's got a couple drops on it. I'll even get it more wet. Catching the rain, my boys. Let's see if it'll work. You ready? So it works in the rain. I've coyote hunted with this thing and walked the woods with it. Raining like this, raining harder than this with wind blowing. I've dropped it in mud. I've done everything but ran it over with the truck. I've dropped it in mud puddles, completely submerged it. I've ran it dead 40, 50 times at least. Like I said, coyote hunting or my job is outdoors at night for the most part. So I use this almost every day. I've been using it almost every day for the last 8 to 9 months, give or take, when I purchased it. and it still charges like a dream. And like I said, sometimes it may get a little hot, but I've never had it explode. It's just a little hot to the touch. I've ran it completely dead. I've had it on almost all night, out in rain like this, dropped it in puddles. I've smacked it against trees. I haven't been babying it, and the point is that it's never really failed me. Sometimes I feel like it does die a little bit quicker, depending on the situation, like if it is raining or if it's humid or snowing out. However, like I said, I've never had it burn me. I've never had it blow up. Most of those cases, people just hopped on the bandwagon and they didn't know that people were using batteries with higher voltages than what these flashlights were designed for. I mean, pretty much if you put anything putting out too many amps or a higher voltage than what a flashlight or really anything is designed for, you're just asking for trouble. But my experience with them has been good. So this is a budget option. I really do believe in it. Maybe I got the one good one out of 100. That's the thing about these cheap brands that I will admit. A lot of these cheap Chinese brands, or even like AR manufacturers or gun manufacturers in general, the quality control isn't as good as more reputable or more expensive brands. And I think that's why a lot of people say it's crap, because they get one that's faulty because of low quality control, and they don't bother even sending it back. Most companies or cheaper companies, if you did get a dud, like let's say you purchased this from Amazon, most of the time they have a 30-day don't even matter guarantee refund policy, and they'll send you a new one. But I mean, this one, I've never had to replace it. It works, it runs like a dream. Like I said, I've ran it dead at least, I mean completely from full charge to dead, at least 40, 50, maybe 60 times. I'm not necessarily counting, but it's been a dream. I've had it on the rifle, I've had it off the rifle, I've had it on multiple rifles. I've fired. I use it kind of akimbo, like over here with my Glock like this at night, you know, training and stuff. I've never had any issues. I've actually used this one, tied paracord around it, and I had it hanging off a rafter, and I was playing cards with the home slices a couple times, and I mean just completely ran it dead in a dry room, you know, no problems. It didn't explode, nothing. Yeah, it was a little hot to the touch, but I left it on for like 3 hours straight, nothing, just a little bit hot to the touch. So would I recommend Olight? Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, they claim that military uses it. I don't know about that. I'd assume so, like military personnel buy it. I don't know if they have any contracts. Law enforcement, I don't really know any law enforcement that uses it either, but I'm sure they're out there. I want to be transparent with you guys. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just want to give you guys a budget light that does the job. And I mean, as you can see, like I said, I've been sitting out here jabbering. Before I edit this video, I'm right at 10 minutes of content pretty much. And I mean, the pressure pad connected, the momentary on. I'm gonna get a little bit more water in there. This is magnetic cap that goes on the back. It's supposed to be 1250 lumens. I've had it go out to, I don't know what it's advertised as a throw or candela. Look at that. Water on the magnetic cap still works just fine. I don't know exactly what the throw is. I think it's 240 meters, and that does seem about right. If it's anything above that, I think that's kind of stretching. But like I said, coyote hunting and stuff, I have been able to identify targets. So you got to make sure you know what it is. And this is really good at identifying stuff in the dark at 240 meters. I really do enjoy this light. I think it is a great option if you want on a budget. The only other Olight I have is the, I think it's called the PL Turbo. It's a pistol light. I have it on one of my PSA dagger builds, and so far it's running good. It does get a little hot to the touch after only about 30 minutes of use, but that takes CR123A batteries, and it's a whole different kind of flashlight. If you're thinking about that, it's more of a laser. I know that sounds crazy, but most flashlights have an LED, and then it reflects out, and that's how you get that brightness and stuff. It's all in that one LED. Well, you can go to Olights YouTube channel and they explain it, but they can just pretty much completely redid the flashlight and the PL Turbo. But as for like the rifle lights and stuff, like I said, this is the only one I have, so I don't have a big batch number, but I mean, they get a go in my book. A lot of people, man, they hop on those bandwagons, and it's always about cheap stuff. But how dare you ever say anything about a BCM or a Knight's Armament or something like that? As soon as you start talking trash or say you got a faulty part from them, everybody's like, no, you didn't, there ain't no way. But as soon as someone starts talking trash about Olight or PSA or Bear Creek Arsenal or something, everybody hops on it just because it's cheap. Cheap, low price does not necessarily mean bad quality. Low price does not mean cheap. What are we about, guys? If you've seen my other videos talking about money, we're about quality on a budget, and that's what Olight is. So I'm standing by it. Like I said, I'll probably have more use out of it than 90% of people sitting down there commenting about how they have their duty light and they only go to the range and use it, or turn it on at night in their home for like 30 minutes every night. But they're not out here walking the woods and stuff at night for hours and hours running it completely dead again and again. Not in the rain, not in the snow, the sleet, not in the elements. They're not dropping it in the mud. I have nothing bad to say. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, I just want to make this one quicker. If you don't have a bayonet, you need to get a bayonet, because if you don't have a bayonet lug, it's not a rifle. And yeah, you need to get a bayonet. Just saying, that's kind of another theme of this channel. We gotta have a bayonet, or your girl gonna leave you, man. Your girl is gonna leave you if you don't got a bayonet. Look how lengthy that boy is. But yeah, peace out, guys. I'll see you next time on the mountain. If you have any video ideas or stuff you'd like to see, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm really trying to get ideas. Like I said, I'm more of a concept kind of guy, so we got like a guerrilla warfare video and a camouflage video. And we got a couple builds going down, but honestly, I'm trying to go to gunsmithing school really soon, and I don't know how it's going to affect this channel, but I'm really excited to do it and expand my knowledge on everything, and hopefully try to make somewhat of a side business out of it after I get my FFL and everything, if that goes through. But yeah, see you next time on the mountain. Peace out.